Good morning, guys. Good morning. It is Willingness Wednesday, and I am your coach, Yvonne Squires. Today, we are sponsored by Spirit Source Connection, and thank you so much for meeting me here. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for allowing me to continue to pour into your life, to pour into your spirit. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to everyone. Okay, so today we're talking about tapping into and turning on, tapped in and tuned in and turned on. And what I mean by that is tapped into the good energy source, tapped into God, right? Tapped into God so that I can tune in to the right frequency, right? And have everything that's on that frequency available to me. Now, what you might not realize is that we are always operating on one frequency or another. And so, what I'm going to share with you today is my experience that I had this past week about tapping into my good energy, raising my vibrations so that I could ascend to the frequency that is most conducive to my spirit, right? I don't know if you remember me talking to you about the hierarchy, how our spirit, right, is at the top, it's the leader of my life. And then comes the mind, right? And then comes the body. And so when I am in alignment with that hierarchy, then I am able to vibrate at a higher level, right? And I'm able to ascend to those frequencies that allow me to have gratitude, that allow me to have acceptance, that allow me to have compassion, all of those types of emotions and feelings, energies, if you will, are on the frequencies. So this past week, I think it was on Saturday, I woke up and I felt kind of off center, kind of off balance. Like, okay, that's not my frequency. That's not where I'm used to operating from. So I thought to myself, okay, so all right, get it together, get going, get where you need, raise that vibration. And I couldn't seem to do it. And I was like, what is going on here? Because this is not something that I ever struggle with. Because I understand how it all works and I believe and I have faith, then I know what to do to get into the right posture, which is that alignment. I know what to do to get into the right vibration and then also the right frequency. And so it happens generally so intuitive that I don't really pay attention to it. I just do the work. And so what I want you to help you understand today is that when we do the work, we will get the results. And so when I realized that the frequency I was on was not the one that I wanted to be on, then I thought to myself, okay, so what needs to happen now? And then I was reminded, first of all, I tapped into God. I tapped into the good energy source, right? The good, clean energy source, God. And he reminded me that the higher frequencies are available to me if I'm willing to do the work to ascend to them. And then he reminded me that positive thinking and positive actions are how I raise my vibration. Doing those esteemable acts, doing those things that raise my sense of who I am. And so I thought, okay, well, I need to get up and I need to move into positive action. Moving into positive action helps raise my vibration. And so I began to clean my kitchen. Now, I know everybody has chores that they don't necessarily enjoy doing. Dishes are one of my least favorite chores. But on Saturday morning, I realized I needed to do something positive so that I could raise my vibration. And so I went into the kitchen and I started washing those dishes. I put on my meditative music to help facilitate my awareness, help facilitate my vibration. I went into the kitchen, started cleaning dishes, and I started washing the stove. And before I knew it, I was in there really, really cleaning. And I'm talking about, on the side of the stove where you have that little groove, things get caught in there sometimes. And so, I mean, I had a knife out with a cleaning towel, and I'm going through those little grooves. I am like cleaning the heck out of this oven. I'm like, as if I'm cleaning it for God. I am putting everything I've got into this because I know that if I give it my all, if I invest everything I have into this action, this positive action, then the results are going to be a higher vibration. And so as I continued to clean the kitchen, I finished the kitchen, I moved on to folding clothes, I moved on to the next positive action. And as I continued to move into positive action, before I knew it, there I was in a new vibrating new energy, right? Raising to a new frequency. And there I was on this place or in this new frequency, feeling feeling joy, feeling gratitude, feeling acceptance. All of these feelings and emotions are now available to me now that I have raised my vibration and ascended to the frequency that I was intending to. See, in my material body, I am so limited. I am so limited as to where I can go in terms of my frequencies. See, the mind and the body are limited, but the spirit is not. And so I want to go to the frequency that is most conducive to my spirit because my spirit is who is running my life, right? It's the spirit, the mind, and then the body. And so once I get my spirit right, right? Once I get my spirit right, it can then affect my mental thinking, which will then engage my body. And so that alignment is so necessary for achieving positive actions. And so understanding how all this works will help you also be able to raise your vibration and get to a different frequency. See, the lower frequencies that we can sometimes find ourselves on, the lower frequencies that our physical material body operates from, are not the ones that we want for our day, especially when we realize there are higher frequencies available to us. Most people don't realize that it's even available. And so that's what I'm helping you understand today. Now, I come on here and I talk about things that you're not going to learn in school. They're not going to be dinner conversation pieces. These are things that you're going to need to know, or that you need to know, so that you can optimize your way of living, so that you can optimize your entire world. And so that's why I want you to understand that you are not powerless. You have a choice today. If you do not like the frequency that you are operating from, okay, and so let me explain to you. The lower frequencies is where you're going to find jealousy, is where you're going to find comparison, is where you're going to find self-doubt. Those lower frequencies are the frequencies that really attack us. It's where our subconscious mind has the ability to feed us faulty information. However, if I am willing to do the work, if I am willing to just put everything I've got into those positive actions, then my vibration raises, and then I can move to a higher frequency where I can find love, I can find faith, I can find trust, I can find forgiveness. See, those are the spiritual principles that I live my life by. Those are the things that I dwell on a daily basis. See, each day I have to renew my mind. I have to renew my spirit. I have to renew, right? Just like every day I get up and I have to clean my body, I have to take a shower, I have to do all those things necessary for upkeep on my body. I also have to do all of the necessary things for upkeep on my mind, upkeep on my spirit. Every component of who I am requires maintenance. And so when I'm able to give the required maintenance to each one of those components, then I am properly aligned. I have the ability to raise my vibration and go to a higher frequency, and that's where I can maintain that. As long as I continue to follow it up with positive action, I can maintain that frequency. But like me, I got so busy last week. I got so busy taking care of this, taking care of that. I have some new responsibilities at work. I have some new personal goals that I have that I'm implementing in my personal life. And with all of that kind of threw me off balance a little bit. And I did not do the required maintenance that I needed to do, right? I thought I could still operate from the same maintenance that I was always doing, but no, not true. My inner environment was unmanageable. And because my inner environment was unmanageable, I was unable to intuitively go to the frequency that I'm used to operating from. And when I realized that I was off balance on my inner environment, then I knew I had to put in some work. I had to put in some positive action so that I could change the condition of my inner environment so that I can then raise my vibration and then ascend to the right frequency. I know this is all probably intriguing and you might not understand all of it, but just trust me, these are principles that you also can live your life by. I come here each week to help you understand what is possible for you. Because if you don't hear it, if you don't see it, then you don't know what's possible. We don't know what we don't know. And so I am so grateful to be able to come here each week and share my experiences with you so that I can help you understand who you are, right? And how to operate in both the material plane and also the spiritual plane. Okay. Because as a spiritual being in a material body, we operate in both places. And that's when we have the optimal life that we're looking for. That's when we have the optimal advantages that we need to move forward and be productive and victorious in our achievements and our goals, right? And so, as we are kind of coming into the end of this today's broadcast, I want to help you to understand that if you would like to know more about how to raise your vibration so that you can ascend to a higher frequency, you can call me. I'm always available to you. You can dial 317-721-4315, or you can email me at b.vonsquires@gmail.com. I hope that I have said something today to help you understand that you are not limited. You have access to higher frequencies if you are willing to raise your vibration to get there. I hope that something I have said today will prompt you to share this message with your friends, with your network, so they also understand what it takes to raise their vibration and to ascend to a new frequency or higher frequency, so that we can live the lives that we want, so that we can experience the abundance of gratitude, so that we can experience the abundance of faith and love and trust in all of those things. They're available to you if you are willing to do the work to get to them. All right, I think that's going to do it for us today. I'm going to wrap things up, and I thank you so very much for meeting me here. And I will look forward to seeing you again next week. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful Willingness Wednesday, because you are equipped and prepared to respond appropriately to all situations and circumstances that come your way today. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day.